And we're live.
Welcome back to McCoy's ASMR channel.
Yo, thanks for having me, Lucas.
Oh yeah, I'm glad.
Lucas Canole.
Yeah. I don't have to censor that. Come on, Jack. All right, this is welcome back to the Be Quiet podcast. This is episode 15?
15.
14 came out today, I think.
Get your shit together, Lucas.
Well, it's Jack Dunn that didn't know it. He was like,
I mouthed 15.
This is what Jack Dunn does throughout every podcast he's in. He wants to know if something's okay, so he just goes, he like mouths shit. It's like, I'm trying to pay attention to two other people, and then you're whispering like, can he say that? Is that okay? Is it okay if I go take a shit? It's like, I don't care, Jack Dunn.
Oh yeah, last episode I was on, there was a fart.
Oh my god, Jack Dunn farted so many times in the last episode.
That's awful. I hate you.
Oh my god. And now he's coming here with a giant ass fucking shake from Caribou. Okay.
Okay.
All right, McCoy, you want to introduce yourself to those who don't know, to like not the 2,000 people that fucking subscribe.
2,211.
Jesus Christ.
So, my name is McCoy. I have a shitty YouTube channel called McCoy's Vlogs, and I have a lot of fun there. If you haven't heard of it, please go subscribe. You will enjoy it very much. And, yeah.
I will link it in the description. Maybe. And Dan, you want to introduce her? Dan, this is also your first time being on the podcast?
Yeah, it is. This is Dan. SoundCloud rapper.
Oh, I gotta bleep that.
Oh yeah, my bad.
He's SoundCloud rapper, yeah.
Coming up. Planning on.
He's backing away from the camera or the microphone. Shut up, Jack Dunn.
He said camera.
Yeah, haha.
He put gas in the gas.
Once again, Jack Dunn whispering again.
What is this?
It's a ball.
This is every time I'm on a podcast I play with this ball.
I
That's
think.
awful.
Thank God Marcus isn't here because Marcus would be thrown against the wall, being so fucking annoying.
Who's Marcus Flynn?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
No, he's been on the podcast like 4 times.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
my fourth. This is my fourth.
Jack Dunn has now taken back his throne as being on the podcast more than anybody else.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
tied with Marcus
Tied
at
with
least.
Marcus.
Actually, you've been on the podcast more than anyone
Oh,
else.
I guess you got a point there. I don't really count myself.
What inspired you to start a podcast?
Well, actually, it was like, me and Jack Dunn were hanging out with Tommy, and I guess Aiden I guess it was just us 4, and we were just like saying stupid shit. It was like 8th grade maybe. We're like, we should start a podcast, and they were like, no, you're a fucking moron. And then
I didn't say that.
Well, Jack Dunn was like, yeah, I'd do that, and then Jack Dunn was like, yeah, I'd do that, and Aiden was like, yeah, I'd do that, but then Tommy was like, no, I don't want to do that, and they're like, oh yeah, Tommy's right, no, we don't want to do that.
I never said that.
Oh, this is good.
Can I preface this, McCoy, by saying you wanted to be on the podcast like a long time ago, and then I was like,
Yes.
okay.
I have been a supporter of the...
Yeah, Be Quiet. It was like episode 1, you were like, oh, I'm getting on this shit.
I was like, dude, we need to make this happen.
The crossover episode, McCoy's Vlogs,
Yes.
ex-Loudmouth. But basically what happened was, I was talking to Jake Wickern, and because he was on an episode previously, and your Trevor... You know, no, not Supreme.
Oh, him and I don't really talk to each other.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because he's like, yeah, I'm really good friends with McCoy, but I think it's gonna be impossible to have a podcast with him because he's impossible to talk to. I'm like, I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I'm not a good person. If you talk to anyone that knows me, you'll know that.
Oh, you're like, you're an asshole?
Yeah, dude.
Oh no, he said like you can't have a conversation with people. That's what he was trying to imply.
Yeah, whenever my mouth opens, it just words don't come out, bro. I don't
Right.
know how to talk.
Impossible to talk.
I just don't have thoughts.
I was about to say, yeah, it's impossible to talk to you without you spoiling some fucking movie, asshole.
What movie have I spoiled for you?
No, not you. I'm talking about Supreme. He posted Spider-Man, the end credit scene, the day the movie came out.
All right, let's get away from the topic of him before I go off on a rant. I will go off on a rant.
I was going to say, some
I
friend.
I got a question for Lucas,
Okay.
actually. Have you ever tried DMT?
I don't think so. Why?
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
It's entirely possible.
What is DMT? Can I...
DMT
We're not getting on this.
Is that... What is... Okay.
A Joe Rogan
It's
thing.
I was about to say, some sort of Joe Rogan joke.
It's 2,2-dimethyltryptamine.
Okay. No, I've never tried that. No.
Dan, what are your thoughts right now? What are you thinking?
Chaos.
I always predicted that Dan would be the quiet one on the pod. He'd be like the Willem Clifford of the
Who
podcast.
the hell is Willem Clifford?
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
One of my favorite people at the high school.
Is it? That's impossible.
No, I'm serious.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
dude.
really like Willem Clifford.
Willem Clifford.
Willem, if you're watching this, you're my slime.
Willem. Oh shit. Willem Clifford is like the Fred of our friend group.
No, don't even say that. That's just disrespectful.
He has very many similar attributes to Fred, though,
No,
except for
but
the cringe.
Fred is literally like Patrick Star level of stupid.
Oh my
Like,
god.
I'm not even kidding.
Okay, I was about to tell you this, but before we started,
Fun fact, I used to be really good friends with this Fred fellow back in my early days.
Uh-huh.
And this dude, like, I just can't put into words like just how just
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so I was gonna tell you, but basically, I've told all these stories before, but I've never told you before because I don't really talk to you. I think of everybody who's been on the podcast, I talk to you the least. No offense, but you know.
That's because I don't know how to talk to people. Like,
Yeah, he's impossible to talk to.
I can't use words. I can't form sentences.
One time, Bailey tried to tell me that I was hard to have a conversation
Is it
with.
still like recording?
Yeah. It fucking shuts off. You can just tap the screen and it shows what time.
Oh,
we're
I
on.
got this really cool thing in the mail yesterday. You want to know what it was?
Was it D's nuts? Come on, man. What is it, 2015?
Yeah.
What the fuck? All right, so anyways, Fred one time, someone asked him he asked someone if they wanted to, like, donate $1 to, like, this, like,
So
chick.
I have to interrupt right here. This story literally makes me want to like gouge my like ears out of my face or out of my head. So just be prepared.
So someone, well, I've told the story before, but McCoy doesn't know. But basically, he asked someone if they wanted to donate $1, and they said no. And he goes, "Why? It's for cancer." and then, no.
Keep listening.
No.
Keep listening.
And then he goes, the guy, he pays or whatever, and he pays with like a $20 bill. He's like, "You have plenty of extra money. I don't see why I couldn't give a little bit of it." And then, oh yeah, I told you about how he dumped ice on some innocent child. He also thinks that that's what she said is anytime any girl talks, he just says that's what she said. But basically, he does all this shit, and I was like, oh my god, Fred is chaotic, man. But I was thinking, I was talking to him at work the other day, and he basically goes, or what does he say? He's like, yeah, so you know, or oh yeah, one time. So I was talking to some like girl like that goes to our grade. I don't remember who it was, but she was like I was giving her an order.
I wish I could talk to girls.
Yeah, he comes up to me and goes, "Hey Lucas, you want to play Minecraft later?" And I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck?" So, anyways, he was talking about Minecraft and shit. He's like, "Oh yeah, well I like to play those Minecraft adventure maps." I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, I used to have a YouTube channel where I played Minecraft adventure maps with Jack Dunn."
Oh no.
So I was like, "Oh, are you serious?"
Minecraft adventure map.
And so I watched one of the videos. This is actually the Jack Dunn exposed portion of the podcast. So Jack Dunn,
Every time, dude.
where yeah, you're ripping the ball apart.
Because you got me nervous now.
Okay, never mind, dude. That was all I wanted to say. I was like, I come up to you the other day. I'm like, oh yeah, on the podcast, I got a good story about Fred to tell you. He's like, oh really?
Oh, okay.
Little did he know that I was.
Sorry. So one of my dear friends, I won't say his name, but he's one of my best friends. I'll call him
Steve.
Horatio.
No, I'll call him Taco Bell.
Okay.
So, so I was new.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
I was new to high school. I just came here from another school. I was trying to make new friends and shit. Trying to figure out who I was and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to make friends. So I was just randomly approaching people. That's how I met some of my best friends. I think
Right.
that's how I met these two jackasses. Not you. You're a jackass.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Literally a jackass.
So I walked up to Taco Bell, and he was with a girl that was in my social studies class.
Uh-huh.
And him and I are best friends, like really close friends now. And I walk up to him, I'm like, "Hey, I'm McCoy, what's up?" And he goes, "Your fucking memes are garbage. You should go kill yourself and kill your entire family with you."
Jesus Christ.
And he was dead serious. He was dead
And this
serious.
and Taco Bell is one of your best friends?
He's one of my best friends. I love
really?
him dearly. But he like hated me my first time I met him. I didn't even do anything to him.
I don't even-
Bell is not good with new people.
I can't even think about who this would be.
He could just like meet new people and just crucify them for
Who is it?
for an eternity.
What?
Whisper in his ear.
Whisper in my ear, clown emoji. Oh yeah, yeah, no, yeah, he absolutely would do that.
I love like.
Oh my god.
Okay, I thought that was a good story.
Well, that's a pretty good story. What about you gonna talk about you and Bryles met, or does Bryles want to tell that story? 'Cause
You can tell that story.
He doesn't really talk too much.
So after school, I was just chilling with Charlie because we used to work out every single day at the gym at our school. And I was just walking back to the commons where my mom was gonna pick me up at the entrance, and I saw this new kid, McCoy, and I was like, huh. I haven't really like interacted with him, but I've heard a lot about him. Seems like a fun dude. So he came up to me, and we kind of talked or whatever, and we kind of knew each other mutually through Charlie and
Right.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, at Taco Bell, yeah.
So he came up to me, and he was like, "Oh, you're Dan," and then just like kissed me on the face. Like
Where?
right before I walked out to my mom's car. Just like right here on the cheek.
Just
like,
a fat
smooth it.
smooch first time I met him. Jack
my
Dunn, you
God.
should tell your first story, your first McCoy story.
Okay, so in 9th grade, McCoy was in my health class.
Oh yes, Jack Dunn. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
You are really enjoying these stories, huh?
And so this dude was wearing like a green hat one day. I don't know what hat.
The green
it was.
bicycle hat.
Yeah, it was
that
a
hat
green,
is iconic.
It was a green bicycle hat, and I always like would. I sat in the back of the classroom, and our health teacher is actually our head basketball coach, and I'm a basketball player, so I would usually get picked on the most in that class. But anyway, that's besides the
You
point.
can call him Thundercock.
No, we'll just call
We'll
him
just-
my 9th grade health teacher.
We'll just call him, yeah.
and so,
We'll call him McDonald's.
No, let's call him I Love My Wife.
Yeah, we'll call him I love my wife. So, Mr. I love my wife. I don't really know.
He said that like every day. He'd be like, "Yeah, I love my wife." He
I
told-
need to tell us some stories of I Love My Wife.
oh my god, love
So,
my
hold
wife.
on! Okay. So, great teacher, great coach. Really.
That's kind of iffy.
Anyway.
One time I fell asleep in his class and he lifted my fucking desk like a foot off the ground and dropped me. Like, "Fa-dunk." I was like, damn, I love my wife. And then he walked back to his desk with like, we like watching a movie, and he like walked back to his desk with a dead stare in his eye. He was so pissed. Oh my god.
Oh, okay, Jack, continue. I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
And so I always would like look at this kid. I'm like, who is he? Like,
Because I would always be such a jackass in class.
yeah. And he
Oh
would,
yeah,
like,
I can imagine that.
he would-
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
I love my wife. Yeah, with the bruh sound effect number 2. That we decided we were gonna use to censor.
Mr. I love my wife. McCoy was a jackass in his class, and when Mr. I love my wife didn't really like McCoy that much. And then one day,
It was a love-hate.
like, we talked like a few times, just like randomly in class and stuff, and like we were like acquainted and whatever. And so I added him on Snapchat, and then he's like, "Who are you?" And then I'm just like, "I'm in your health class," and he's like. Then he just sends me a random meme. Then I send him a picture of Mr. Krabs with like a long penis coming out of his body. And he just said normie. And I was like, okay. Okay, yeah, this kid's kind of a jackass. So I didn't really talk to him that much. And then just through health class and like talking on Snapchat, we slowly became friends. And then he left the school. So.
Okay.
and
What do you
wait,
mean
wait.
you left the school?
I do online.
What the fuck?
You didn't know I did online
Oh,
school?
yeah, I was gonna say because I talked to you. This is actually, it was maybe like 3:30 in the morning, and he sends me a Snapchat, and I just reply. I'm like, oh, he's not gonna expect this. I reply with one back of me, like fully clothed, like with my lights on, like not even like in bed or anything. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? Go to sleep. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about going to sleep. He's like, when are we doing this podcast? I'm like, fucking Saturday, I guess.
Yep, that was...
and McCoy was in my 10th grade gym class. And
Oh yeah.
on the first day of 10th grade gym class, we were in like our school, like we have like a big room in our school. It's like we call it our lecture hall, and like there's like 50, 60 chairs in there, and like it's
Right.
used for like big group assemblies or whatever.
Yeah.
And so we're in there because there's another gym class in there that's like the same hour but for the girls. And our gym teacher was talking about like how we can't have our phones in the locker room, and it's like an offense if you like take a picture of somebody in the locker room.
Right.
And then I just go to McCoy and I'm like, give me your phone.
Okay, I need to tell us some stories about Mr. I Love My Wife.
Okay.
So one of my favorite ones is like when we were in 9th grade health class. It was like we were talking about how horny guys are and how awful all men are, especially when they're teenagers. And
Correct.
It was like,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen, what do men think about first when you're making out with them? And I was dating a woman at the time, and the day before this, it was a Sunday. Except the day of this was a Monday, and the day before, me and my girlfriend were hanging out, former girlfriend. And I remember just thinking about Mario Kart and how much I wanted to play Mario Kart the entire time her and I were making out. And if you're listening to this, I'm sorry. You know who you are. And so the next day, goes, ladies and gentlemen,
Mr. I Love My Wife, yeah.
Mr. I Love My Wife goes, ladies and gentlemen, what is the first thing dudes think about when they're making out with a girl? So my dumbass raises my hand
Oh, no.
and goes,
Oh, no.
Mario Kart, loud and proud. And he just gives me like a dead stare and just goes, anyone else? Oh my god. And then
Because he's expecting you to say, like something like men.
I don't know what he was
Or
expecting.
sex or something.
I don't know what he was
Sex.
expecting.
Sex.
Men only think about sex.
That's all we think about ever.
Right.
I think about like cameras
Yeah.
and like Mario Kart and
Right.
like my vlog.
Right. Or even you can combine the two, like that fucking guy who holds the camera in Mario Kart, like the Wackatoo, you know what I'm talking about?
And just going like that.
What?
Q2.
There's this one video of this like kid playing BO2 on his Xbox 360. He's in his underwear and he's recording on his iPad.
Disconnected.
And he's like recording like the kill cam and he goes,
Right.
guys, look, it disconnected. And then the screen goes black and he just sees this chubby kid in his underwear with his iPad. He goes, look, guys, see, look, it disconnected.
Oh my god. I need to watch
And
I'll show you it after.
I'd like to point out that your vlogs like have like just memes spliced into them.
I think that's part of the appeal of them.
Right.
Like, I personally have always like wanted to like, I hate saying this, but I've always wanted to like entertain people, and I always love comedy. So I always
Right.
like making memes and shit like that because that's like modern comedy in my opinion. In the next 10 years, our generation is fucking stupid, so we just look to shitty, ironic memes
Yeah.
instead of like normal comedy. Like you could show me a fucking 2-hour stand up from the funniest dude in the world and I wouldn't crack a smile. But you could show me literally someone saying the word ape and I would laugh for 20 minutes.
Right.
So I'm like, and like I remember when I was like 11, 12, 13, I would like watch Casey Neistat and I would be like, this guy is dope. I wonder if I could do something like this. And then, but I never really touched on it. So this one day I just kind of like, shout out to my friend, I don't know if I should say it. Actually, he probably won't give a shit. Shout out to my friend Isaac Samuelson. He started this YouTube channel. He hasn't really uploaded on anymore, but when he uploaded a vlog. I was like, shit, I want to do this. So I was like, I just combined it, videos, which is something I'd already know how to make, so I figured this won't be too hard. Because I've been making memes and shit. I know how to like edit videos. And I
Right.
combined my shitty humor. And then it just kind of gave birth to this shitty meme. And I didn't take it I didn't take it seriously at all. Like my first like 3 episodes were just like, just for fucking, for a little meme.
For shits and gigs, yeah.
And then I never thought I'd even make it like to 12 subscribers, like, you know. But then like literally on my birthday I hit 100 subscribers, and that's when I started to think like maybe I can take this somewhere, and that's when I started to take it a bit more serious. And then around the end of August I hit like 1,000, and I was like, shit, I can probably make something out of this. And then I had some slow months because of someone who came into my life and prevented me from making a whole lot of videos and kind of held me back emotionally and took up a lot of my time. But now I'm really back on the grind, and ever since that person has left my life, my past 3 videos have done better than like any series of 3 videos I've ever done. My most recent video this is the best video has done in that amount of time, and I've gained 200 subscribers in the past 3 days.
Right. Wow. And that's double the amount of that.
How are you doing?
We don't talk about it.
How many subscribers do you have though? Like
102 maybe.
I'm gonna show you up my next vlog.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. McCoy is like a big reach of people too. Like you're friends with people from all over.
I try.
That is true.
Right.
I know.
That's what I've been told because
I try to be like a friendly, like good person to
Right,
everyone.
right.
Obviously, I still have a lot of enemies and people that don't like me.
Yeah.
So that's just gonna happen. But I try to be like the most genuine. Like I don't hate anyone. Like, and I'm always forgiving. Like people could like backstab me, lie to me, literally like hurt me physically, and if they just apologize, like we're good.
I think that's where me and you are different because I only really don't like two people. I'm not gonna say who it is.
Can you give them like just like fast food restaurant names so I can?
Yeah, so there's Wendy's and then there's fucking In-N-Out, and I fucking hate those guys.
Okay.
Anyways, what? Stop! You don't look at you. See how annoying it is. He mouths. It's like I can't tell what you're saying.
I don't think the viewers can see.
Well, no, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to the viewers.
I can see.
We gotta
Anyways.
hey, when's the first Be Quiet podcast camera episode?
When I make money and can buy
the-
that. Oh, but shut up.
Speaking of cameras, dude, I just bought my first camera. It was like $400. I'm really excited about it.
Really?
What's it like?
My next.
Because
I'm not gonna say.
before that, did you just use your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like my first 20 vlogs were all my phone, and I just promoted and edited all on my phone. So I got.
That's what I do.
You can make it all on your phone.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but back to like friends and shit. Like I've always like tried to branch out and make as many friends as possible. I always like take joy in like bringing people together. That's like why I wanted Supreme to come to my school because I've known him since second grade and up until like the past few months, I loved him like a brother, and even still deep down I do. But we've parted ways for various reasons. But like I introduced him to all my friends, and then I told him to come to our high school. Yeah. And he was like, all right. So then he started coming to our high school and made a ton of friends, and now we don't really talk, which is fine. I mean, hope he's all right and whatever, but like, it just kind of sucks.
There have been so many kids who are originally from a town that's like adjacent to us in a different state, and a lot of them have come to high school. A lot of them have.
It's just gonna sound like a lot of them have come to high school.
A lot of them have come to our high school, and there's been like what you, McCoy, Supreme, this kid on my basketball team.
Oh
Can't really
yeah.
name anyone else, but yeah, I know.
Yeah. Do you know him?
Whisper.
Yeah. No, you're fine. Just say you could say his first name.
Connor.
Yeah.
No, I don't know that name.
Can I talk about how I first met you, McCoy?
Yeah, you can. I don't think I remember.
Okay, so what's about to happen is that Lucas is about to be a really fucking great host to the Be Quiet podcast and ask McCoy a question, and then McCoy will answer that question.
What the fuck are you doing?
What the hell just happened? What the hell?
Jack that is just like, I need to be funny. I haven't said anything funny all episode. I'm kidding, Jack Dunn.
Okay,
I'm
Lucas.
kidding, Jack Dunn. Okay, so basically one time,
You better not fucking embarrass me.
no, well, I don't know if it's embarrassing. I don't think it's embarrassing. One time, someone told me that someone you know Chris, right? He's been on your vlogs a couple times. Chris, sure. I don't. Yeah, he like had a fucking injury or something. He like broke his leg or something like that, or he sprained his ankle. I don't remember what it was, but he was in like a fucking.
You went from a broken leg to a sprained leg.
Well, he was in like a fucking cast boot thing.
Knee surgery or something.
Yeah, something like that. They did surgery on a knee. Anyways, so I remember every day I'd be like, Chris, I want to take you to lunch, like, because he'd always get somebody like to bring his shit to lunch. I think that person was sick that day, so he let me do it. And that day was like I went down to the second B lunch first, and that day was the day that you got like run up on for no reason. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like hearing it from people. I'm like, the fuck?
You know what I feel really bad about?
Let's not talk about that story.
Oh, you don't want to talk about?
We should not talk about
No?
that story.
But
Maybe
that-
when I'm 18 and I come back here, but that story we can't really talk about.
Is it
that
not
story.
the story that he's about to talk about, or the
it
story
is
that I was about to talk
the
about?
story that I.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll definitely. Okay.
Let's just say that you weren't doing anything wrong per se that I know of.
The police. Let's just say I was the only one innocent, and there were drugs involved, and people got hurt. So.
Oh, okay. Well, now I feel like this took a serious note.
But like, I can't really.
I did not know about that.
I don't really want to say anything because like there's legal shit involved, and I just don't want to, So let's not go on there.
Okay. Do you want me to like cut that part out?
No,
or?
you're
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Everything we said was fine.
All right. So what was I about to say? Oh, yeah. So I added you on Snapchat. We were like talking about fucking Mario Odyssey or something because that's what you were
I
playing at the
remember
time.
that.
You were like, I'm getting all these. You guys are like, all you guys are be playing Fortnite, but real bitches be playing Super Mario Odyssey or something
I
like that.
remember saying some shit like
And then
that.
I was like, hey, McCoy, guess what? I got all the moons. I got all the moons in Super Mario Odyssey. Aren't I cool?
I'm so sorry.
I just started playing Pokemon, by the way. I know you've been playing
Pokemon Sun and Moon. Not Sun. Sun and Moon's the best Pokemon in my opinion.
Sun and Moon's pretty good. I'm playing Sword and Shield, Sword now.
I bought both of them. But,
Yeah.
I'm almost. I kind of want to nerd out. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So I got like a Gyarados. I got my starter.
What did you start with, by the way?
I started with the fire one.
Yeah, me too. I'm a pussy. I always start with the fire one. I always also get Gyarados in every fucking game.
Me too. I love
because it's like
Gyarados.
so easy to get because you could just get a Magikarp, and
Yeah.
Gyarados is just so overpowered.
I love Gyarados. I don't remember the rest of my Pokemon right now, but like, yeah, I love that game.
I always when it was Pokemon. Jackson hates the story, I guess.
And
But in
love.
in Soul Silver, you can find in a lake, you can find this shiny Gyarados for free.
Oh yeah,
basically.
I know. I saw that shit, and I killed him my first.
Oh,
time.
you dumbass!
I know.
No, I'm kidding.
'Cause that was too strong.
Right. I remember that was the first Pokemon game I played, so I literally just used my Feraligatr the entire game. I think my Feraligatr was like level 60, and my fucking next was like my Pidgeot, and it was like level like 30 or something like that.
My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Black.
Oh,
That
yeah.
game was just perfection, dude.
That game was pretty good.
That was like my first like I got a Pokemon called the Druddigon.
Yeah.
And like I leveled that bitch up to like level 96
Jesus Christ.
from like level 30. That's how hard I grinded on that game. And all my other Pokemon were in their like level 70s.
Right. Yeah, that was the one that they didn't have any old Pokemon in. They just had all new ones.
Yeah, I
They
remember
didn't-
that.
They didn't bring any back. That's one that people don't like. That's when people sleep on the most. But that one was
love
pretty
that
good.
game
The
so
story
much.
in that game is pretty good too.
I want them to port Sun and Moon and Black and White to the Switch because they're my favorites.
Yeah.
Sun and Moon were so much fun.
Well, sometimes they're kind of pussies with making. Like I remember, I wanted them to bring like Fire Red and some like the Game Boy ones on Virtual Console, but they never did it. They didn't put any.
So good.
Huh? Which
That
one?
would have been so good. Red.
Yeah, they never put any of like the Fire or like the GameCube games on
Yeah.
Virtual. Can you imagine Super Mario Sunshine on Virtual
oh my
Console?
god. Okay, I have a GameCube at my house, and
Yeah.
Dan
Double
and Lucas both know this. Like when I was like, ever since I was like really little, up until now, even like I occasionally play my GameCube, and games like Mario Kart Double Dash, Super Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door.
What you know about Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights?
I had Scooby Doo, what was like in the spooky swamp or something on Wii, but that game sucked cock and balls.
And like those games were like all a huge part of my childhood, and that's why I liked Nintendo for so long until they came out with the Wii U.
And then who did he sell his Wii U to?
Fred.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be right back. I need to blow my nose.
and
Okay.
so
And cat pee? Yeah, I'm gonna pee.
Yeah. No, you can't.
and instead of
Okay.
getting a Wii or a Switch after the Wii U, I said to hell with Nintendo. Sold my fucking Wii U to Fred. Then I got a PS4, and then I've just been playing.
But then you wanted a Nintendo Switch, and then your dad was like, "You don't need two consoles, Jack." Jesus
My
Christ.
dad's kind of a bozo when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Because why did he stop liking?
Well, my dad
Nintendo?
really used to like video.
'Cause he has, like, a
early,
bunch of old
he has,
shit.
We have like the original NES, like the
N64.
N64, PS1, PS2. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if we have a PS2, or I think we do, but it doesn't work. Anyway,
Yeah.
and we have like all these OG games for him, and like a lot of them haven't really ever been opened, and they're just
Mm-hmm.
like collector's items, and Like, I don't know why, but my dad, like... I think my dad stopped liking video games after, like, the Wii. Because, like, the Wii... The Wii, along with the GameCube, huge part of my childhood. Like, games like Wii Sports Resort. Like, in the summer, I played Wii Sports Resort every day. I'm not even kidding.
Did you try to beat Joe Notch in table tennis?
Yeah, and I have beaten him many
Joe
times.
Notch be like, bro, you heard the new Tool album?
What?
Joe Notch be like, Tool.
Tool. Tool fucking sucks. Me and my homies hate Tool.
I don't
Am I
know.
dumb?
It's a band.
It's a metal band.
Video.
It's a band for people that take psychedelics.
Oh, okay.
And Joe Notch doesn't take psychedelics, but
Which really tells you something about Joe Notch.
Right, that he doesn't take psychedelics.
That's what it tells you about Joe Notch.
Yeah.
oh, another band that is for people who do psychedelics is U2. Holy shit, Bono. Yeah, no, our fucking
A-push
teacher loves
Psychedelics? No, I'm kidding.
No, not
You
psychedelics.
too.
Loves U2. Oh, you have him too, right, Dan?
Yeah.
But he also teaches normal history for our grade. But
Should we talk about
he really likes the band U2, and he'll even occasionally throw in a test question about U2.
Well, he'll just be like a joke.
What is the best band in the world?
We need like a joke question. Let's throw in a U2 joke. We should talk.
awful.
We should talk about Dan. We haven't talked about Dan that much. Dan hasn't fucking had his time to shine on the Be Quiet podcast, episode 15.
What subject? I got many.
Well, we
The
could talk about
YouTube,
the
the
YouTube,
music.
the gaming,
Talk about
the music.
Talk
Yeah.
about music.
So, I guess we could just say like the whole background story of like the.
Can you stop, Jack, then?
SoundCloud accounts and all that, like where that started. So me and Charlie, like, I don't know. We could go back to like the origin story, I guess. So me and my stepdad and my mom were out getting like froyo in a town a couple miles away. And oh my god, yeah, froyo was amazing. So we were just talking about like businesses and stuff, and this was like a week after I went to entertainment place that had laser tag, a phenomenal place. And this is way back in like 6th grade. Anyways, we were talking about like businesses and like doing random calculations, thinking about how like you could do so much if you just like know the knowledge. So we were just like sitting down or whatever, talking about different things, and that like pushed me to like aspire to learn different things about like business and music and entertainment. So me and Charlie were just like coming up with different business ideas or like social media things, so like YouTubing, like vlogging or gaming videos. And so we started this like way back in like middle school, and we started like just making beats originally. And we'd produce them or whatever, post them and get like maybe like a dozen to like 100 plays. And we're like, oh, this is awesome. And then we really got into it. So before my trip to Europe freshman year, I ordered a whole like mic set with a tripod and all of that. And we tried doing vocals for the first time. So like when I got back, it was the first thing that I saw when I got back home. It was just like the package of all the equipment. So we cooked it up or whatever, and me and Charlie made a song, and it got like 200 plays just in like the time of us playing like a game of Pig. And like we didn't promote it or anything. We didn't really have a following when it came to that stuff. So it was kind of like inspiring to like continue. And now we're getting like 1,000 plays a day, which is just like insane to me.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. What was like the first song you guys did? You did the
It was Chains, and then I did Worth It. I released them at like the same time.
I remember when Worth It came out, everybody was like, not really like not like shitting on you, but like they were memeing it. Like, oh, well, we're gonna play Worth It. Like,
Dude, I've been on that shit.
Then
I've been
got
supporting
like 8K plays in like a weekend,
Right.
and everyone was like, "Whoa, what?"
I've been with the Dan literally the whole time. Right, Dan?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was like promoting that shit
Yeah.
when it first came out. But I remember Dan and I used to always talk. I wanted to be originally before the vlog. I was making music like all the time. Like I've made probably several dozen beats and I've written hundreds of songs. But here's the thing: I just fucking suck. I can't make good music. Ask Dan. We made one song. I was really bad. And
aren't you in Nobody's though?
Yeah, but I think. Dan, you probably agree with this, but Nobody's is like not just a music thing; it's above
I think
that.
it's like
Right.
expanding up because like I want to. This is just like future things, but I'm like I've just like notebooks filled with like ideas for books and even like movies and like charity events and different things like that. So like I kind of want to build it out into like this legacy type thing because
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. So I already have a bunch of funding to do some charity events and film them. So I'm pretty excited to do that.
So like I'm like part of Nobody's technically, but like I kind of
Which is like your
that's Dan's
my little,
thing.
like,
org
clique.
thing, yeah.
But I wanted to be part of that, but on my own, still do my own thing, so I could have multiple things going for me. And so that's where I started like McCoy's Vlogs, and then I want to start another company called Headquarters, where I can really grow my brand and do a ton of stuff.
That could be merch.
That could be merch. And
Headquarters. That's actually a pretty good. That's a pretty good shirt idea.
I believe my friend Drew Street came up with the name Headquarters, and it's just like to symbolize all my friends. And I was created in a basement, so I want to like, if the vlog blows up, I really want to like get my own clothing brand. I want to open my own marijuana and coffee store.
That's a pretty good combination.
I want to.
I would go there.
Shit, I should have said that because that's one of my biggest ideas. I don't want anyone to steal that shit.
Okay, I'll bleep it out so nobody steals it. No,
Okay.
no. Or are we fine?
Nah,
bleep
whatever.
Bleep it.
I wanna start. I have a few ideas for like a charity, but I obviously you need to have actual influence for that shit. But I think the main thing my main three things. I want to be really rich. I really want to help people and make a change in the world and like drastic helping change and just like help people who need help. Mm-hmm. And I want to make sure all my homies are set. Like those are my three biggest goals. Like make an impact on the earth and like help a shit ton of people who need it and just spread a shit ton of good and help the homies and get them all rich and make sure they're all taken care of. And that's the goal.
That's the life right there, making sure all the homies are set.
Yeah.
I remember hearing Dan things about you in like 8th grade. You had like a clothing t-shirt thing.
Yeah. I was in like this sort of apprenticeship, so I would do because like way back when I tried to learn like everything I could way back in middle school, so I could just like start whatever I wanted, whatever. So I knew how to do like web development, like different like coding languages, and like how to make music and editing and sound engineering and all of that. So I was like building this website for like this clothing line. So I built the website up, and then I did all the graphic designing for all the clothes or whatever, and we signed it. It was like an official LLC, so it was like government established and all of that. And
really?
Yeah. It never really took off because I didn't know how to market myself in social media, but now that I know how to do that, I mean, I could just launch anything like that whenever.
That's
pretty cool. I remember this is the part where my mom is like, "Why don't you do any of that, Lucas?"
Jack Dunn, what have you done?
He turns the microphone towards them.
Just kidding, Jack. You're a very talented boy. I love you.
Jack Dunn has a YouTube channel. Jack Dunn was actually the partner in crime to Fred as I think I need to censor that because then you could actually search that and then find out who Fred it really is.
I will search that on my own.
Okay, but it's pretty funny though. Look at Jack Dunn going, no!
How old was Mr. Dunn during this
maybe like 4th, 5th grade?
One time
10. I was 10.
10. One time me and my
Which
cousin...
is, how old is that? 4th grade?
Yeah, that's about 4th grade.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Jack Dunn is giving me his middle finger that he does every episode. He flips me off.
Okay. So I think this is an awful story. So my cousin Trey Pock, he's in some of my vlogs. He's in my most viewed vlog. I love him so much. Shout out
Which
Trey
is
Pock.
the State Fair one?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know Trey
I was
Pock, right?
featured in that vlog.
That was such.
I'm pretty sure everyone in this room. Do you know who Trey Pock is? He's kind of a legend.
He
Maybe,
was at
I
my
don't think
birthday
so.
party.
Oh, that guy? Yeah,
Yeah.
I know who that is.
Okay, so one time he's gonna hate me for telling this story. I won't tell it in detail.
Okay.
So when we were at not my old house, but the house before my old house, when I was living in a neighboring town.
Correct.
That is in a different state.
So.
Oh, yeah, I know what town you're talking about, yeah.
So at this time I was like really into Minecraft, like every 10-year-old was at that time.
Right.
And I wanted to have a Minecraft YouTube channel, like every 10-year-old at that time did. So my aunt, being the amazing, loving, sweet aunt she is, buys me a fucking camera.
Really?
And her buying me a camera was just the worst decision she could ever make. Because Trey Pock and I then decide to make and direct and script a music video.
Uh-huh.
And,
Can you still find this video?
no, this video has been deleted. However, it had like 580 views. and I showed it to my entire third grade class.
Yeah.
So
and this is on a different YouTube channel.
This is deleted
Because
videos.
McCoy's
deleted.
vlogs. You made the channel in 2018.
Yeah, I started posting July 14th, 2019, but I made the channel in 2018. That was like originally my secondary account for YouTube. So I like watch all my other videos on a different account.
Yeah.
Okay,
same.
so
I don't have any of my subscriptions on the Loudmouth channel, but I have it on my other channel.
So what we did with this music video, I don't want to go into too much detail, but we sang, we danced, and there were teddy bears and shit.
Oh god.
It was bad. It was really
You
really
danced.
bad. We danced.
So don't worry, Jack Dunn. Everybody has some
We
cringe.
made it up
origin.
on the spot too.
Oh.
And we did one take.
That brings me fucking. I want to talk about something like that. So this is for you, Dan. It's McCoy a little bit. When you guys go into the studio, do you have something written or do you just like freestyle?
So
I assume they'd have something written.
it kind of depends, cause like I have like hundreds of songs just like banked and written. 'Cause I could just like go in the studio for like a day straight and just write a whole project. It just comes like natural to me after all these years. But usually we plan on it before we actually do like a full sesh, so it's already written by the time we go in.
When like certain artists like Thugger does this and Juice WRLD did it when he was alive, like they just go into like the booth and just like they hear the beat once, they go into the studio and then they just like have like they already know what they're gonna say.
A lot of people can do that.
Yeah.
That's really
That's a
impressive.
talent.
Just like right on like I'd send you video after video on Snapchat. I would just find
freestyles.
instrumentals and I could just do a whole song the first time.
That's
I do it.
crazy.
It's like it's a difference though. Like in order like doing that's obviously a talent and making it sound good is a talent, but also lyricism and like writing lyrics that have meaning and catchy lyrics is a whole different thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, but if you can combine the two, if you can have deep, like structured lyrics and you can freestyle them, that's insane. I don't think anyone can do that.
Only like Childish Gambino, he is probably one of the most talented men to ever ever be like made.
I love him
And
infinitely.
he does music, acting, what else?
Comedy.
Comedy.
Yeah, exactly. I know, right? I saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
He produces music too.
Now he's doing like charity. I think he's doing like charity shit now.
Yeah, he just basically does everything. And his 2013 album, Because the Internet, one of the greatest albums of all time, by the way.
I love him so much.
And like that album, I still listen to it to this day. It's so good.
It's such a
And like his lyrics, they all have meaning.
and the
like,
instrumentals are so insane.
yeah, it's crazy.
That
And
album is so good.
you guys are all.
And then This Is America got memed to death. And it was
that
like,
song has meaning though.
Yeah, everybody likes that song, but then it got kind of clowned on because of the memes. That's kind of
That isn't a song you'd play in the car. It's
right.
It's like,
You gotta watch the
It
music.
depends on whose car. I'd play that shit in my car.
Well, yeah, the music video is you gotta kind of watch watch the music video too.
I actually really like the song on its own.
Yeah, I know, but still, so
You should. This is really fucking off topic, but I think it'd be really cool if you like. No, I don't know. It'd be really cool and funny if you fucking dyed your hair black and got a nose ring.
me.
Yeah.
I could probably join BTS.
I think that'd be really interesting. What do you guys think about that?
Do you think Frank Ocean writes his lyrics, or do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Frank. Oh.
Frank Ocean, also very, very talented musician.
Oh my god, I love that man so much. I don't. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
You guys are all on my private Snapchat story. I know, Dan, you don't really use Snap anymore, but once a day I usually post a song onto I post a screenshot of a certain song
teenage boy.
onto my private story. And before now, like a lot of the songs that I post on my story have meaning and like relate to a certain way I'm feeling that day. Like last I think 2 days ago I posted "Oh My Diss Side" by Travis Scott featuring Quavo, and I posted that song because like I just felt like a badass that day because I had a basketball game and I did pretty good. That was actually yesterday, and so a lot of I'm just gonna put this out there for the world. If you're on my private story and I post a song, there's a reason to it. I know I sound cringe right now.
We talked about that on the last episode. Me and Avery were talking about
Navraj.
what?
I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No, that's okay.
No,
You got any?
It's off topic.
Oh, we talked about in the last episode how we were talking about reposting shit on stories, and then I think Avery was like, "Yeah, Jack Dunn does that every day with music."
Getting ready for the fair.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, we can talk about that.
Getting ready for the fair is one of the
What?
most...
Basically, one time.
Oh my god.
Can I tell the story? We were all
Legendary.
What? I say, can I tell the story? He slaps me in the head. Damn it, Jack Dunn.
Okay, continue.
Basically, one time we were all getting ready because we had basically started this thing where we were going to play basketball. We had like this basketball tournament, and John Braun, classic character, he randomly decides this is when he's going to make a Snapchat, and he decides his first thing he's going to post on Snapchat is a selfie. In the mirror when he's like at Walmart, he's in the Walmart dressing room, and he gets this like flannel on, and he just goes, getting ready for the fair. And I swear to God, if we actually hated John Broad, we could probably post on the internet. It could be as famous as like the, I had to do it to him guy. Like it has the same kind of energy as that.
Oh
meme.
my god, I love that picture so much.
Oh my god, it's such like a shit post too. Like McCoy is like the ultimate person. Like I guess he embodies this. Like kind of like everybody does this, but like you'll be like talking, and you know how like you run out of things to say, so you'll just be like a thumbs up emoji. You're like, yeah, cool, or you. Just, everybody just says yeah. But basically, what it has now spiraled into is everybody just posts a random image from their camera roll, and I think that's like McCoy kind of started that, but because he kind of starts with that, and he doesn't do that when you're getting done with the conversation of like, hey, when are we doing this podcast? And then he posts a picture of fucking Rat Man.
That's a class. We need to get into that, but yeah. Okay, so like. Yeah, I did that shit, and I remember in like 8th, 9th grade, I would always do that like when talking to people, because I was really fucking awkward because I came from a Christian school.
Right.
I'm not...
Same.
Let's not talk about religion.
Yeah.
But I came from a Christian school that had like 5 people in my grade, and before that,
We have the exact same origin.
Before that, I was in a lawsuit with my previous school, and that's a whole nother story.
All right, we have a different origin.
I can tell that story because that story's funny.
Can you tell that story? I haven't heard of it.
But no, and I can tell the story of my battery. But so like, let's just say I was kind of awkward, and I was really like trying to meet new people and shit, because I was like going into high school, like trying to discover myself or whatever. Mm-hmm. So whenever I would talk to people, I never knew what the fuck to say because I hardly had any interaction other than my like really close tiny ass circle. So like whenever people would talk to me, I'd just send them shitty fucking memes, and they'd be like, "What the fuck? Who are you?" And I would just send them like some shit like "getting ready for the fair," and they'd be like, "Huh?" And I'd be like, "Getting ready, dude." And they'd be like, "Dude, who are you?" And I'd just send them another shit, and I'd be like, "Dude, I'm McCoy," and they'd be like, "All right."
This episode should be called "Getting Ready for the Fair."
This episode should be called "These Nuts."
These nuts.
All right, so what do you guys want to hear? Should I tell my brain surgery story?
Wait, shit. What was that? What was I about to say? Oh, yeah. One time you added me. I barely even talked to you. You added me to a random group chat. I think it was called Rart.
I remember that.
And it was just a bunch of people I didn't know. I think you're the only person I had in my.
I think that might have been an accident, or maybe it was. I don't remember.
You're just like, boop, 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 boop.
I kind of
Lucas Hansen, doo. Random push.
Cake man.
Yeah.
I have a reminder set in my year called "Comment 4 years" on Lucas Hansen's Halloween post.
Oh.
Because there's this post on Lucas Hansen's Instagram account, and he was in Joker cosplay.
Well, it's not a it's Halloween costume.
Whatever. And it says, "Why so serious?" with a picture of him and Joker shit.
Yeah.
So, I believe a year after his post, I commented 1 year. And then
I haven't posted on Instagram since February 5th, 2018.
Let me look on it.
And so it's been almost 2 years since I've posted on Instagram, on that Instagram account.
So let me go to Lucas Hansen's Instagram. I don't have your Wi-Fi, so it's going to take a second.
Oh, yeah. Even if you connected, you'd have CenturyLink, so.
Okay. So it says, "Why so serious?" It was posted on October 31st, 2016.
Jesus Christ.
So I commented 2 years on the 2-year mark. Uh-huh. And then on Halloween this year, 2019, I commented 3 years. So there's a reminder in my phone
to comment. So on Halloween this 4 years.
So I will comment 4 years when it's Halloween.
Oh my god.
And I also commented "Gamers Rise Up, we live in a society," and "Cursed."
Well, yeah, every once in a while, like every couple months or so, McCoy or Jack Dunn will like comment on every single.
That's our thing. We do
every single post on my Instagram. He'll be like, Jack Dunn will be like, gay, or something like that.
We've done that shit to other Lucas. We've done that shit to who have we done
You
that
commented like a giant invisible shark or whatever. What was
You
that?
should comment on Lucas Canola's post right now. He just posted.
Can we talk about how, first of all, Lucas Canola hated the Rat Mayon and the T-pose meme back when that was a thing?
Dude, I don't want to toot my own fucking horn here, but I started T-posing at our school.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then Lucas Canola, we were at Jack Dunn's birthday party the other day, and Lucas Canola,
Yes,
you were laying on a fucking. Were you there, Dan? Or no? You were laying down on a what was it, the pool table. And Lucas Cano's just looking at the ceiling. He's like, I hate it when houses or buildings have pipes exposed. Why do they have these pipes? It looks so ugly. And then you're just like, why is Lucas Canola so into fucking pipes? You were laughing about it for maybe 20 minutes about Lucas Canola's just hatred for pipes.
And no, I was clowning him too.
Of course you're clowning him.
You're complaining about pipes.
I was like, motherfucker, better not go to Scotland because there's bagpipes every fucking other corner.
You know what? I love and hate him. I mean,
everybody has a love-hate relationship with Canola.
I only have a love relationship with him.
Almost exclusively been an asshole to me, which I don't really care because I just clown him so much, and he's you're so fucking annoying. But it's
he does that to me too.
It's funny to me.
Can you shut up?
I remember chemistry.
No one cares, Lucas.
Chemistry 9th grade. There's this video of me going Rat Man, and then he goes shut up. And it's surrounded by our classmates.
And then there's the picture of him T-posing, and he puts it on your screen. Oh, how the tables have turned.
And there's this one where we had civics together, and I wrote on the board Rat Man, and then he I'm recording him, and he goes up to really erase it, and I'm laughing like the Joker. I'm just laughing maniacally laughing, and that's a good video. Did you see the video I sent you yesterday, Jack Dunn? Of me in chemistry?
Oh yeah, I watched
video
that
is
this
it?
morning.
Bruh.
Damn it, Dan says one word, and I have to believe it.
Bruh.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to rewatch this whole thing.
Oh, no, that's what I do for every episode. I used to have a piece of paper that I would literally just write down the timestamps of when I would have to bleep shit out, but then it didn't end up working because iMovie is stupid and you...
Cheese man. Rat man.
Cheese man.
Cheese Man.
Why'd you say cheese, man?
No,
that was
the teacher said that.
Why did he say that?
How did you get that exactly on recording?
I remember he was talking about Cheese Man. I was like, this is gonna be so fucking funny. I was like,
Rat man.
he was like, I was like, I have to take the opportunity to get Rat Man, and I did that shit. I mean, but I can see you looking back how it could be annoying, but that was.
He has a picture. He has a picture with that teacher.
Well, because it looked like fucking Sensei Splinter, like the fucking rat. It was like.
Did I play the video for everyone who has?
Can I ask, is it Rat Man or Rat Mayon? Like Maion?
Well, I mean, okay, let me give some context for all the listeners who are like, what the fuck are
Rat
they
Mayon
on about?
explained.
Okay, so there's this popular YouTuber named Chills or Top 15s.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
been one of my favorite YouTubers for a hot minute.
And he's the one who did the number 15.
Burger King foot lettuce.
Yeah.
The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone else's foot fungus. But as it turns out, that might be what you get. A 4chaner uploaded the post to the. You messed me up. I was saying it correctly.
Anonymously to the site.
You
with
messed
the
it up.
Statement. No, I said it right.
No, I said it right. You said it wrong.
He said anonymously to the site.
No, he uploaded a post anonymously to the site
That's what I said.
showcasing his feet in a plastic bin of lettuce with the statement, "This is the lettuce you eat at Burger King." Admittedly, he had shoes on, but that's even worse. The post went live at 7:32 p.m. and the Burger King in question was alerted. That's all I got. I tried memorizing.
It's like remembering the digits to pi, remembering the exact Chills top 15s.
That's what I was doing in 9th grade instead of studying.
Yeah, I was memorizing the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Okay, so back to Ratman. So I was really into Chills memes. I like taking clips of what he said out of context because he's really fucking funny. So eventually I just stumbled across this account on Instagram and they just posted this video. I'll play it. The full thing didn't play.
Number 15. Red Mayon.
And that's all I had to go off. And
Did
that was
he actually post that?
No, he didn't post that because I searched every.
Jackson just holds his fucking braces, rubber bands to my face.
Okay, but I've searched every single uploaded top 15s and Chill's video, and I could not find it. I looked through every single video of his, and I could not find it.
I don't think that's him who said it.
I think it's him, but it was a deleted video.
Like,
why would he delete
top
it?
15 random fucking anthropomorphic animal creatures. Number 15, Ratman. Oh
I want to hear the full explanation. If I hear the full explanation,
Go on Reddit.
Internet, figure out the fucking backstory behind Ratman.
Thanks, Reddit. Thanks for the gold kind.
Thanks for the gold, kind stranger.
I hate and love Reddit so much.
Reddit. You're gonna go on r/whoosh. Ha ha ha. r/whoosh.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu is breathtaking. Oh my god, Reddit is kind of cringe, but like old Reddit is like people.
r/politics might be one of the worst websites to ever.
Well, and then there's John Braun going on r/gaming, r/funny, r/memes.
He just sent you like a Daquan meme. Do you remember fucking Daquan? He would just like steal memes, or he or she or the team, whatever, would steal memes from like tinier accounts, like original content, and then post them.
He would give him credit though.
Yeah. Oh, Daquan, like the meme account?
Yeah, and then they just got worse and worse and worse.
I still follow Daquan.
Oh no, I unfollowed him, yeah.
Bad.
I unfollowed,
I unfollowed him for so long, but then people would send me his memes, and then I was like, fuck.
I just say shut the hell up.
I unfollowed Scooby-Doo Fruit Snacks, because I ended up seeing like all the fucking normies in our grade were like liking all the posts. I'm like,
can't follow that account.
He's a simp. He's such a simp.
And then he would post like
and then
only 90s kids will remember this, and it'd be like some random like SpongeBob. It's like, oh yeah, only 90s kids know fucking SpongeBob.
Slim Jim comments on all of his posts.
Dude, I follow Slim Jim. They post like original memes all the time.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
Slim Jim's account is amazing.
So many meme accounts that Jack Dunn has sent me on Instagram I follow, but now they just post kind of shit. Like
Salad Snake is the best, most
Salad
consistent.
Snake is a very good meme.
He's the biggest, best. He's like the best of the biggest.
He posts shit posts.
Yeah.
I've literally been a fan of his account for like 5-6 years.
My favorite meme page on Instagram is at chat N-word. And
my favorite sorry.
Because a lot of his memes like they're mostly music based, and like I understand them completely. This dude really likes Gunna. He really likes Gunna, Drake, LeBron James, and Post Malone. For whatever reason, he does not like Frank Ocean. I don't know why.
And then there was Lil Goofy.
Lil Goofy doesn't even.
He used to post like 10 SpongeBob memes.
Yeah, they're all of Lil Goofy.
And not like shit SpongeBob memes. He's like
they're hilarious.
They're actually funny, but then they.
He got, I don't know.
He stopped posting.
My favorite account is an account called Toylig that I've been following since this dude had like 800 followers. Now he's at like 16K. And he's just, I send you his shit all the time, probably. Okay, but should I talk about the surgery or the lawsuit
What's
story?
like this, like the lawsuit? We got plenty of time. We got the lawsuit story, the battery story, the fucking, tell the lawsuit one first.
Okay, so they kind of go hand in hand. So the lawsuit, at my old middle school, I have a disorder called proximal dyskinesia or dystonia. So what it pretty much is I have uncontrolled sporadic muscle movements, such as like what you'd see with someone who's having like a seizure or a stroke. It's like flailing and shit like that, and I can't control it. I also have frequent muscle stiffness, so it's hard to move my muscles, and they are very sore. So I was in sixth. You motherfuckers laughing.
I'm laughing because in gym class.
I'm not laughing. Okay. I'm laughing. No.
Okay, it's fine. So all of elementary school is fine. My teachers were pretty accommodative, and there were no like big stairs, which was something I really struggled with before my brain surgery, which we'll get to later. So like, I went to So my old middle school was like had 3 flights of stairs and I had to go up and down it all the time. And this was the first time we had like a serious gym class. So my family just requested that I would be accommodated in gym class, have an elevator pass, and that teachers would just be aware of my disorder. But what happened was they forced me to do normal gym class. They forced me to take the stairs, and my principal pretty much sat me down and said that he knows more than my doctors, and that my mom can't do shit for me. He said, I think his exact words were something like, your mommy can't save you or some shit, after my mom had complained to him. And so I got detention numerous times because I was late to class because I couldn't climb that many stairs that fast because you only had like 3 minutes. And with a kid who like literally can't control what his fucking muscles are moving, can't always go up and down stairs that fast. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I would always ask to be put in the back of class because sometimes when my muscle movements were like really bad, it'd be distracting to our other classmates, and I never wanted that because I just wanted to like I can still pay attention and learn. I just want to be in the back so I'm not distracting anyone else, like bumping into anyone else. So I would always have my teachers that, but they would like be like, no, you need to be in the front of the class so I can keep an eye on you because you misbehave. So teachers pretty much gave me detention for, I mean, obviously I was a sixth grader, so I did misbehave a little bit, but that was not the problem. The problem was, hey, I have a fucking muscle disorder and I can't control half my fucking movements, so stop like disabling me for that and help me be a good person. So so we sued the school, and it was a 4-year-long lawsuit, and when we were finally about to take them to court for like the big part of the case, they offered to pay our lawyer fees and settle with $10,000. I believe we could have taken them to court for about $160,000. Wait, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that. I don't care. So we just decided to settle for $10,000 and to pay our lawyer fees because, I mean, that was just a safe bet, and the lawyer fees were pretty expensive because it's a fucking lawyer. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, and then we left that school. I went to the private school, which I hated. My parents wanted to... never mind. So then, was it 7th or 8th grade? I don't know. Was it... When I was 12, okay? So I got...
That's
6th or 7th.
6th or 7th, yeah.
It wasn't 6th, so it must have been 7th. So in 7th grade, in February, earlier in the year, my doctor was telling me about this fairly new surgery that only like 30 or so people have gotten. And what they'd pretty much be doing is like running a wire through my neck and putting a battery in my chest and drilling holes in my head. And so this surgery was ultimately a success, but at first it like only intensified my movements and they got a lot worse. Like instead of having like attacks that were like 2 minutes long, I'd have like 30-minute long attacks, and they'd pretty much be all day. Like I couldn't get out of bed. Like I literally couldn't use my legs half the day, and I couldn't breathe during these attacks. And I would like I made like several holes in our old house's walls, and it was just not a good time. But once we got the battery readjusted and we got it more under control, and I was a lot better, and even today it's a lot better. So I'm very grateful for that. But I still do have a lot of muscle stiffness. Most of the movements are gone, but like sometimes when I've noticed when I'm sleep deprived, angry, sad, or tired, sleep deprived, or when like the climate changes, like if it like changes seasons, so if it like drastically like 30 degrees this week and it goes to -4 next week, that can have an impact on it. Or like it's gonna probably get worse during spring when all the snow starts melting a bit more and it gets a bit warmer. But then during the summer, I'd say the summer months are probably the best for my disorder. But yeah, I had brain surgery. They did surgery on the McCoy.
Where did they do your surgery?
Gillette Children's.
That's fine. Yeah, I had surgery when I have never had any like major health things, but when I was like 5 months old, I had shit like on my brain or whatever. Like
that's hot.
Yeah, and so they, I did surgery.
They did surgery on Lukas.
They did surgery on me.
I've never had surgery, but I've had.
Wasn't that? Oh shit! Does it say one? Oh, I thought that said 1 minute or 1 hour 30. I was like, holy fuck.
1 minute.
Speaking of, they did surgery on a grape. I don't know if you had like another story, but I think we need to talk about this, especially since you're on. They did like a review, like a meme review of that on Ellen, and I think that segues into weren't you trying to get on Ellen for like a year, like a get McCoy?
That was a movement. That was a movement.
Oh my god, I remember all. But the problem was I remember all like I would see like here I'm gonna bleep this out. I remember seeing and like I remember seeing them post shit like that. I'm like, that's kind of cringe. But
I got like
other than that, like I was like, oh, this is pretty funny. And then I saw them doing it. And I was like, nah, this is kind of normie.
I was just kind of like, I had this idea one time. I was like, I should try to get on Ellen because she like brings random fucking.
Well, yeah,
people
Ellen
on.
is awesome. She brings like random fucking people on there.
She's
all the time.
awesome.
Gives them, like $1 million.
She's awesome, but she's also really cringe. She's like a great, good, loving person, but she's also like
Right.
very. I mean, like I have a lot of respect.
Well, no, like she's funny as
I
shit.
heard
Like
she's mean.
she might be.
yeah, well,
mean.
there was one time when she was like, I don't remember exactly what they did, but they had like a snack bar or something. But they like had like a rule like you couldn't do this, but they recorded it, and they recorded like audience members who would break the rule, and they like would zoom in on them.
Yeah,
That's what
do
people
you know
were-
the YouTuber Pyrocynical?
Yeah.
He did a video
He
on
did
that.
a video on that. I think that's what I saw.
I love it. He's one of my favorite YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little meme. I made a post on Instagram and I said,
Yeah, you like photoshopped yourself onto the Ellen sets.
no, my friend Abdul did that.
Oh, yeah.
But the original post was a picture of me outside of Hy-Vee and it said, "Hi, my name is McCoy. Get me on Ellen. Tag Ellen in the comments." And that post got that was like my most liked post at the time and got like 630 comments.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, like people would post like 10 things like at the Ellen show, and then like
I should
like
try to bring that back.
the Ellen
Just
Ellen
have,
would
like, 5 people promote it on Instagram.
Ellen would post shit on Instagram, and then those 2 people would be like, hashtag get McCoy on Ellen, hashtag get McCoy on Ellen. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
I went through like
Jeez, did someone from fucking NBC or whatever had to have seen something.
I went on like I commented on at least 1,000 of her posts. Get me on your show.
Yeah.
It was insane. I kind of forgot about that. So it just kind of like that was a good meme.
That was a funny meme.
Imagine if I actually would have imagine the conclusion to that meme if I would have got on the show.
Oh shit. Dan is getting a phone call and Jack Dunn is on the in the bathroom. So
Things are gonna get intimate.
What are you doing? Oh, you just
waiting. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe eventually we'll get on Ellen. Or you'll
I
get
think
on
I'm
Ellen,
probably closer now than I was.
Oh,
then.
of course.
I think I'm still very far away from getting on the Ellen show.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I could. I think if Crinja gets on Ellen, McCoy's vlogs.
Crinja.
Crinja Blevins.
Oh. Tyler Cringe
Everybody's taking a bathroom break.
Yeah.
You should do an intermission with your thing for future reference.
An intermission with my thing.
Your
The
podcast.
podcast?
I forgot the
Like
word.
take
a
an
5-second
So
intermission.
everybody can
5 minute.
pee and stuff.
Oh, like just pause it.
I want to get we should get Eric Barber on this show.
Oh, absolutely. He was actually supposed to be on an episode a while ago, but then I ended up not doing
And
it.
we should also get Fira.
Oh my god, yeah, get Fira.
We have to get Fira.
Fira with Daniel Burrow, because they have apparently a lot of backstory.
I love Fira. I have so many crazy stories, but a lot of them I just can't
You
tell.
can't tell a lot of those stories, McCoy.
Yeah.
When I'm 18, I'll be able to tell a lot of those stories.
Yeah.
But I've had some...
People are going to think it's like some sort of weird shit.
no, not like
No,
weird.
it's not
just
weird,
like...
just like...
Not... Let's, something else now.
Yeah. Or are you going to you oh, you talked about the... Fuck, what was I going to say? You had the surgery. That
On
was
a grape.
Yeah, on a grape. That meme sucked. I'm gonna say that. I don't know.
It's funny ironically now.
It was funny. It was funny because it was like a funny shit post, but then the internet found out about it, and I was like, oh, okay.
It's there's this it was just like this distorted ass picture of Chris Pratt smiling and it says, "Me when I find out my wife dies in surgery." And it reminds me of the surgery on a grape meme.
Uh-huh.
And it's of like Chris Pratt smiling and it's really distorted and that made me belly laugh a little bit.
Are you
Oh.
what the fuck? Are you a fan of like the Danny Rowan type like shit posts?
No,
things?
but I am a fan of Danny Rowan. I love that man.
But
You
you're
don't like his shit posts?
Some of them, but not
some
all
of them. Yes. So what was it? Did you have like a meme private story for a while? You had like a private story.
Yeah, I created a whole Snapchat account, and I wanted to start this thing that was really stupid looking back on it. But I was like, meme subscription. I'll post 10 memes a day,
Oh.
and you can
yeah.
subscribe to my memes. And like, no one did it. So I was
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm not gonna do this anymore.
Oh, by the way,
Oh yeah.
there's this thing going around right now. No one's gonna buy a semester 2 parking pass, and we're all
No
gonna go on
one-
strike.
Public service announcement. Nobody buy a semester 2 parking pass because I don't think the government physically has enough fucking boots to put on everybody's car. My parents are gonna listen to this and be like, "You're a fucking moron." Of course they have enough boots. They always. I was talking about my plan for the ACT, how I was gonna like manipulate the system and how I was gonna like not practice for the first one and then just get all my answers back, because that's what happens if you like do that, and then just know how to do all the problems that I fucked up on. And my parents were listening to that podcast. They're like, "That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard."
Wait. Is the ACT required?
I imagine so.
A lot of colleges.
A lot of colleges you need either an ACT or an SAT.
But you can pass like high school without your ACT, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can pass high school just getting to college. Yeah.
What do you want to do? Are you gonna go to college?
I don't think so. College seems more and more like a ripoff to me.
Yeah, I can see why you think that.
I mean, I want to. I think. Do you need an ACT to do like community colleges?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
Universities.
No, yeah. If you go to like trade school or something, you don't need it.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to get my 2 year in filmmaking for obvious reasons. I also want to get my 2 year in like basic business so I can help with my shit.
You should I don't know if you can do this at home, but there's like a lot of business classes and courses.
Yeah, and I'm in 2 business classes right now for high school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm obviously teaching myself, and I'm pretty self-taught with filmmaking, but I'd love to like learn some professional tips.
For sure.
And with the internet shit now too, is like college has become. I mean, this has been talked about a lot, but like college is becoming so just more and more unnecessary, and just with the amount of debt it puts you in, it's just so.
Yeah.
It's such a scam, and like every year prices go up. Like college now, I believe the average is like $26,000 per year. In the 90s, I believe it was some 4,000.
That's like, yeah, exactly. It's all price shit. Like my parents, like every time I complain about how much I make at my job, which, you know, people are gonna be like, "Oh, Lucas is such a bitch. Why is he complaining?"
Come work with me. I can make up to $1,000 a week.
Where?
I'm not gonna say where for the sake
Oh,
of.
yeah.
Just censor it. Just
But I
censor
work
it.
Oh.
and I do catering and setup work.
Jesus Christ. All right. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh, yeah. My parents would be like, "Yeah, we had a job back when I was like, it's like the kind of like the boomer meme, but not really, because they're not." Well, when my grandpa talks about, it, he's like, "Yeah, I made like 4 cents an hour." It's like, yeah, because gas costed like
Yeah, it was
a nickel.
because it was different. Because it was
You could just,
different,
like, buy a house for like $1,000.
Yeah, exactly.
and like prices like
Fucking
what's it called?
inflation.
Yeah, inflation. It's like people think that money's still worth the same amount it was then.
No.
Right.
But because of inflation, it's really fucking not.
And also at the same time, it's like, yeah, sure, it's more money now, but at the same time, I'm not comparing how much I make now to how much I could have made back in the 90s.
There's calculators where you can.
Yeah,
like,
no, I use that calculator for a project. Just because this is how much it was worth in the 90s, obviously that's not how it's worth now. It's comparing to everybody else in our town what they make.
So, like, tell me, like, why I'd want to go get my 4-year degree, get a job I fucking hate, making $50,000 a year. Now I'm $100,000 in debt, making $50,000 a year at a job I hate. Tell me why I'd want to do that.
Right, exactly.
That's why you gotta be careful. And like, I'm thinking about going to Brigham Young University in Utah because the tuition there is $5,000 a year,
I'm not going to university.
including like your housing.
That's
and
for
your
university?
Yep.
Oh, that's really nice,
Oh,
actually.
but most,
But it's
most,
fucking Utah.
most people who go there are Mormon, and I don't.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't that the
that'd be
weird, like,
yeah.
religious college? Yeah.
That'd be the worst.
Jack Dunn has had a lot of weird... I remember you talking about a lot of college stuff, like, you're like, I want to go to this place, like, in 9th grade. I'm like, oh, okay. And then, like, over the summer, you're like, oh, I'm not going to college. And I'm like, okay. And now you're saying, oh, you want to go to this Mormon place. I'm like...
I don't think I've
okay.
ever really wanted to go to college.
Well, I do.
I kind of want to go
really-
to college just for, like, the experience.
I want to
like,
go to fucking. Okay, well then go to fucking Mankato State.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't really want to go there. It's kind of like just like a thing that everybody does. Like the
Oh, yeah, I know.
Not trying to be like a norm, like a I don't know how to describe it. Like
it just doesn't seem pleasant to
follower.
me. It just seems like
It
the
depends.
worst.
Right, it kinda depends
my
on the
sister,
person.
My sister goes to Bethel University. If you guys know where that is, it's like really like I don't want to say like prestigious, but it's like a private school, and like there's no parties ever. It's like people are there to like get their shit done and like make a lot of fucking money. And my sister's obviously gonna do that because she's really smart and like she's gonna be a physical therapist, and she
Couldn't be me.
Yeah.
She just got a internship with the Vikings. So
Jesus Christ.
Hustle.
yeah, and it's like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that because I kind of suck at school.
You're
And-
smart as fuck, though.
No, do you want to see my grades?
No, I've always thought you were like a really smart dude.
In some aspects, but like not like I'm so opposed to like the idea of a classroom,
Yeah,
Like I want to learn like
our school system sucks.
I want to learn with
Yeah.
like one teacher by
Curriculum's
myself.
just like irrelevant.
Oh my god! And getting up at like what 6:15?
Yeah, that's
like
the
that's bad.
sleep thing always pissed me off when our English teacher's like, "Oh, I can't wait for sleep week because we're gonna have an assignment where you guys have to get 8 hours of sleep every night." It's like, okay, if you want me to get 8 hours of sleep every night, then tell the fucking A+ teacher to fuck off.
Yeah,
with these
I was
damn
literally-
notes.
I was literally talking to like one of my basketball coaches about like how like I went to bed at like 12:30 or 1 because I had 20 pages of A push notes to do, and he's like, that class is fucking ridiculous, and like even the teachers agree with me.
Yeah, if
on
you
that.
It's
have,
like-
school or
it's-
like work or
It's like the
sport,
it's like the pyramid
you
or
just-
triangle.
Exactly.
you can't do it.
Pick-
you can't
get-
do all of it.
There's 3 options and you can pick 2. It's do good
Yeah.
in school, have a social life, and like extracurricular
Yeah.
activities, and like you can, and that's actually really true. You
Yeah.
can only pick 2.
I think
Right.
it's honestly it's a serious problem that needs to
Yeah,
that
and-
it needs to be changed.
I don't.
and I don't know. We don't have any solutions because
One of my best friends ever, he was born in Norway, I believe Norway, and their school system there, what he told me, they don't get any homework, right? They get one big project for each class, which, I mean, studies have shown homework literally doesn't help learning.
Homework
at all.
demotivates students.
And
because people just find loopholes to get
Yeah,
through it.
like they'll ask for answers and they're not learning anything, so then they do bad on the test.
Yeah.
and
and
it's
then
like
school itself should focus on the individual student, and it should focus on, hey, we should find out at a young age, what does this kid or like as they are growing up into themselves, they should look closely, evaluate these kids, say, what are they good at, what are they bad at, what should we focus on more, and what should we just teach them the generalizations of, and what do they want to do. You know,
Right.
we should decide that shit in like high school, middle school. Like we should learn all the basics for everything. We should learn all the basics, math, science, history, and all that shit. We should
Yeah.
learn all that shit, right? But when it comes to like advanced math calculations,
unless you
Right.
want to be like a rocket
Yeah,
well,
scientist,
that's the thing, though.
that's the thing, though. Like you
After like 4th grade, curriculum is just like ridiculous.
But-
I have
I would
used,
say, like,
but it's
after
also
middle
like
school,
you don't there's got to be a perfect balance between what, like, obviously it's stupid that now we're doing all this bullshit that we're definitely not going to use all of it. So
we're probably not going to use most of it.
and probably not going to use most of it. So you think like, oh, well, I want to do a thing like if I do math throughout high school because I want to do something in math. But at the same time, a lot of people don't know what the fuck they want to do.
I think, honestly, the most important classes are history and English, other than basic math and basic science, because history and English, I mean, obviously everyone should know how to like talk.
That's I'd have to, because I'd say that if you talk to people like that have graduated and they don't know basic history things or they don't know basic English things, that's the people that you consider the most stupid. Like if people don't know fucking calculus or they don't know how to do certain math, then it's like, yeah, I kind of understand because that's a lot of bullshit. If they don't understand what fucking molar mass is or the fucking bullshit, everything that I'm learning in physics, like I understand that.
I could tell you nothing about any of the science classes I've learned in the past 5 years.
Exactly,
I
but
could
like
not tell you a single thing.
like I'll be playing trivia games with my family, and they'll like, oh yeah, second president. Which one was that again? And it's like, that's where I consider like, okay, that's pretty stupid. But if they don't know how to do like fucking, like derivatives and shit, I don't care.
Yeah, it's like it's really a waste of time, and it's really unhealthy for sleep. We're overworking, our government and school system is overworking students. It's stressing students out way too much, and it's setting them up for a system that's rigged against them.
Especially, well, yeah, but at the same time, it's good for like, I don't know. It's good that you can go like learn how to be social and learn how to be like. It's also like it's also like character building too. Like the APUS teacher said last year when he was like kind of introducing to the class, it's less of how to learn how to. This class is less of learning fucking shit about history and learning how to do stuff for college, like how to actually be a better student.
Yeah, but then what's that going to get
Discipline.
you? What's that going to get you?
Is if you don't do college, then
Exactly.
But most kids who are in A push are going to go to college.
Right. Mom and dad, don't worry. I'm not gonna not do college.
Unless we get
Wait, are your mom and dad going to be listening to this?
Oh yeah. No, it's fine. Dude, you fucking.
My parents listen to it too.
What?
Yeah.
Which one? Like the ones that you're
They've
in?
listened to the ones that I'm on.
Okay. We've had way worse conversations than this.
Yeah,
My
like
mom's
like
listened to like 2.
What?
stuff. Like Lucas, like
Bruh.
stuff.
we've never talked about.
Touch about. Let's not go there.
You want to just censor that?
Yeah, but yeah. Don't worry, Jack. That. What ones have your parents listened to?
I think there was one with like John and Ben, and she was listening to that.
Oh yeah.
That's a bad episode. Though.
I really want Eric Barber to be on this show. I feel
Yeah.
like that'd be really good.
The Eric Barber.
He's in my
like the Eric Andre
Spanish
show.
class.
I love Eric Barber. I don't know why Eric's on the mind today, but I love that man a great deal.
He's kind of just like a meme character.
Do you think anyone in the world dislikes Eric Barber?
No. The thing with Eric is that there's a lot of people in our school, like Sam Rebay, who like people just turn them into like they're memes of the school.
The Sam Rebay thing in soccer. I was like, Sam Rebay.
Yeah.
Now everyone just does that to Sam.
But people will be like Sam Rebay has, like, it's funny because his last name is fucking Rebay, and he is kind of like, he doesn't really do a lot of meme stuff. He's kind of like quiet. Well, now he does. But
It's like Ty Bush.
Yeah, exactly. But like you can't let becoming a meme when it's like that, like you're kind of like a meme, but it's kind of like you started it, not like other people are like, oh, it's Sam Rebay. Exactly.
I would never want to be memed on the people.
Yeah.
Right. So then yeah. But Eric is the kind of person that he's kind of memey because like he does a lot of funny shit, but at the same time he's not like an asshole about it, and he's still like, I think he's he's good and he's funny.
See, the difference is when you have all right, I'm going to compare Lucas Knoll and Eric Barber, right?
Right.
I make fun of Lucas Knoll. Lucas Knoll goes, fuck you, I hate you, you're so goddamn annoying.
Shut up, you're so not funny.
And then when I, like, not really make fun of Eric, but when I, like, joke around with Eric, he's just like, oh, and he just, like, hugs me.
He's like, yeah,
So
man.
that's the difference. You can either own it, and people actually like you for it, or you can pull a Lucas who'd be like, pipe bad.
He's perfect. He's perfect. He's in the perfect middle between Sam Rebay, where Sam Rebay got, like, his ego just got expanded because of becoming a meme, where he's like...
Did we tell the pipe story? I forgot.
No, we did tell the pipe story.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, this kid hates playing Mario because of those fucking pipes. That was a fun party.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Not like regarding the town we live in, but just in general, who is the one guest that you'd want to have more than anyone else? Like any celebrity, comedian, whatever.
Oh, celebrity?
Just whoever, who you could think of, living or dead. Who would you want on this show?
Living or dead?
Hitler.
Oh, could you imagine getting Hitler on? Oh my god, I have no idea. That's a good question. We always clowned on having Jason Kubel on the podcast.
Or Penn and Teller on the podcast.
Oh, that reminds me. We should talk about Robot Science Man.
This might have to be one of the last topics on this episode because we're, going
running out of time.
I'm upset. I'm having such a good time. We should talk
That's
about
fine.
Robot Man.
Robot Man.
Robot.
What are you guys doing after
The
this?
chef.
I'm just a
Robot teacher. Hello, class. Today we are going to be... You know what I'm talking about now?
What is Robot Man? Who's Robot
He's
Teacher?
a teacher, and he just kind of talks like, hello, class. Today we will be taking notes, all class. Get out your notebooks. Get out your textbooks. Turn to this page. McCoy, stop laughing.
Oh, so is it like a character that you guys came up with? Or
No,
is
he's
it
not. He's a teacher.
Oh, I see.
What subject?
Science. Wow, what is it? Physics?
Wait, is he here?
Here?
At our school.
Yeah.
Yeah, at our school, yeah.
Which
Is it-
one?
We had him.
No, I'll bleep it out. Who is it?
Bruh.
So like.
He looks like my...
Oh, so you.
He's my he's like one of my favorite teachers in high school.
So you
He's just such a...
So like. Hello, class.
Hello,
Welcome to
class.
class.
Today we are taking notes. Also, I love fishing and yogurt.
McCoy, stop laughing.
Jerry Schumacher, McCoy, stop. Oh my god, that class was
So he talks like that, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, he just goes...
And like, no. He'll be teaching and he won't make eye contact with you. He'll look at the ceiling.
He won't make eye contact with anyone. He'll be like...
god.
He'll look at the
He'll
ceiling.
like stare through you, but he won't look at your eyes. It's so good. He's just like, hello, class. Today...
Some I love teachers like that who like the best teachers are teachers that are passionate about what they teach. Like Mr.
like passionate about what he teaches.
I have no idea.
think he
I've never
is.
had
I
him.
think
Like Mr. fucking fucking loves biology so much, and it's like he's such like a not like a
Whoa.
like like it's like a nerdy like.
Okay. Should I tell the story of the butt apple?
Yeah, after I'm done talking about Bruh. I'm bleeping all that out, by the way. But he showed up to school one time, and he was dressed as this fucking, like, Mormon, like, scientist, and he's like, who are you talking about? I don't know this teacher that you know. Like, he's, like, doing an impression of him the entire class. Oh, my God. He's so funny.
That's what
I never even had him.
That's what Mr. A-Push teacher did.
Mr. U2.
Yeah, Mr. A-Push.
Mr. U2,
He's
yeah.
awesome.
Mr. U2,
Okay,
love him. He's
so-
a great
Yeah,
teacher.
talk about butt apple.
Okay, Jack
Calm
Dunn.
down,
Thank you
Jack
for
Dunn.
like.
I thought McCoy was going to be the crazy one. Turns out it's Jack Dunn.
Okay, so in 10th grade, right before I left to do online school, I was eating lunch and I got an apple because I loved their apples.
Mm-hmm.
And my dumb ass goes, "This looks like a butt." So I take the butt apple to Mr. Yeah, and my dumb ass decides I'm gonna keep this in a jar forever, and I still have the jar of the butt apple. It's a year old this month. Like it's about to become a year old, and my mom actually threw it away, and I had to take it out of the trash to grab the butt apple because it's so sacred. So it's in a jar safe. But so what I did when I found the butt apple is I brought it to Mr. Passionate Teacher Man.
Yeah, bio teacher.
And I went up to him. I was like, "Hey, I have this butt apple." And he's like, "Wow, that's fascinating." And I was like, "Yeah. Do you want to know what I'm gonna do with it?" He goes, "What?" I would go, "I'm gonna keep it in a jar." He goes, like, "Why would you do that?" I would be like, "Research." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I just left. It was after school. I didn't even have him as a teacher. He'd never seen me, but I like knew of him. So I was like, "Yeah, I love this guy."
One time he came up to we were like I think we were just waiting because like I don't remember what we were doing after school, like doing homework or something like that. And he comes up to the Matzik twins. Oh fuck! I should get them on an episode. It would be kind of hard because you couldn't tell them apart, like their voices apart. But he comes up to me, he's like, "Man, it's just fascinating. You guys just look so similar. You guys identical twins?" He's like, "No, we're fraternal twins." He's like, "You guys are fraternal twins?" And then he was like making such a big deal of him. And I'm like, "Damn."
That's fascinating.
And then the next day in class, he was like, guys, guess what? Yesterday, and he like told the whole story about how he was like talking. I'm like, yeah. He's like, Lukas was there. I'm like, yeah, I was there, bro.
Wait, what's the difference between fraternal and identical?
It's like a different egg.
These nuts, bitch.
And one time at the last day of school, he was saying one nice thing about every student in the class, and he goes to this one girl. He's like. Or this one guy is like, "Oh, every time I get an assignment from him, it's just beautiful. There's no erase marks. Every answer is correct. Like, I don't have to worry." I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to get to this guy." And I know. And this girl raised her hand, and she's like, "Yeah, he copied every single one of my assignments the entire year." And then the teacher is like, I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. And he moved on.
I love it when teachers just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But then there's the teachers who are just assholes, right? Like, I had an assignment. Back to the homework thing, how it's so pointless. What? No, this was a female teacher.
Oh.
And keep in mind, this is my favorite subject, English. It's my favorite subject.
Really?
And I was really passionate about
It's
it.
like my least favorite.
Because I love writing and shit. But I hate homework. And there's this bullshit assignment that I just didn't have done on time. So my homie was letting me copy. And she like, I was like 5 minutes early to class. I was like writing all my shit down. She wasn't in the room, but she teleports behind us, grabs both of our assignments, tears them up. It was like, "Seats now." Like, okay. Like, I am so sorry. I cheated on this one thing once to try to not have a 0 on it. I am so sorry that this is going to affect my learning experience.
Right. One time we had this you know how they used to make us like read books, but obviously nobody fucking read books because we have to do 80 billion homework assignments, and you don't really have time to read 12 books a semester.
This year, it's like...
Yeah, exactly. But then, so in ninth grade, we had this English teacher, and basically we had to write down the books we read that month. And she's like, "Okay, guys, hand in your book sheets," and then some kid was taking too much time, and she literally goes, "Dude, how long does it take to write a fake book name? Come on!" And she didn't even care. She was just handing. She just assumed that everybody was cheating on it.
Reese's Puffs back of box. Wait, no, Reese's Puffs nutrition facts. Here is the summary of the story.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dude, Reese's Puffs slap. Can we just spend the entire rest of the podcast talking about Reese's
Yeah, we should end off the podcast before we start talking about Reese's Puffs, I'm gonna like do the outro kind of stuff. Like, check out McCoy's vlogs. Check out fucking. You have a Nobody's YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I link Rampage Republic in there too? You could see me rage about that one century.
link his
Funniest
SoundCloud.
moment.
Yeah, we did like a cringy like. Yeah, you have to send me. Yeah. I don't really know how SoundCloud works, but yeah.
I'll show you.
Okay, I can get the link from somewhere, but like, calm down, Jack Dunn. Yeah, so I'll get all that. I'll get all like the links and shit in there. And what was I gonna say? Oh fuck.
Reese's Puffs.
Oh yeah.
Reese's Puffs.
The best part about Reese's Puffs are like the commercials, like the eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. You know what I'm talking
Reese's Puffs are the best cereal. I
Really?
think we should go around in a circle and just talk about like.
Jack Dunn, what is your opinion on Reese's Puffs?
My second favorite cereal.
What's your first favorite?
Fruity Pebbles.
Oh my
That's
God.
fair. That's
Fruity
fair.
Pebbles.
So
Fruity
they're
Pebbles. Oh my.
Reese's
Lucky Charms,
Puffs
too.
are probably the best cereal ever created.
For me, it's Fruity Pebbles, Reese's Puffs, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Captain Crunch.
Peanut butter Captain Crunch.
What else have I? Honey Nut Cheerios. Those are reliable as fuck because they're like always like.
Or you're like Jake Wicker during the podcast eating fucking 1-year-old expired Cheerios. That
is a
was
Jake Wicker
disgusting.
He had that giant fucking bowl.
It was so big.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna throw up.
I've eaten huge bowls of just
Do you
plain
like
cereal.
cereal? You don't like cereal.
I don't like cereal that much.
Dan, what do you think of Reese's Puffs?
I think it's pretty good. But if I were to like rank cereals by the best, it'd be like Fruity Pebbles, maybe like
S tier.
Frosted Flakes, and then Lucky Charms.
I don't really eat.
Oh,
good-
Lucky Charms,
The only
too.
cereals I've ever eaten, Jack Dunn, are like
You've had shitty.
I've had
cereals.
regular Cheerios and I've had Pops, and that's it.
Like
No.
Raisin Bran.
Yeah,
You
I've
gotta
never.
like get like some of
Pops are good as hell.
The, you gotta get
But it
the
was like
sugary
years ago.
cereal.
I need to actually try like cinnamon toast crunch or like that.
Reese's
Dude,
Puffs.
cereal is such a weird concept.
The problem with cereal is that I never eat breakfast, so I
Yeah,
don't.
neither do I.
That's
Neither
the best
do I,
meal.
but I eat it all the time.
Right.
Like cereal, like who just decided I'm gonna get this cornflake,
Yeah.
put it in milk,
In milk.
grab my mouth like a spoon and just go like what? Who decided that?
And if you eat cereal like a fucking buffoon, that pisses me off. Like when you're like, like
yeah, if
Oh,
you
there
go,
are people.
yeah, like come,
you
it's
slurp
so
the-
annoying.
It's so easy not to slurp the spoon.
Is cereal a soup?
Just put your
No.
mouth
Yeah,
over it
cereal soup.
and
Is
eat
milk
it like
a
a
broth?
normal person.
Cereal is a subgenre of soup.
That's what I'd have to argue.
I think we should. End
Cereal is not soup in any way.
Cereal is a subgenre of soup. Do you want to throw hands?
No, I just
Jack Dunn. Snort. The Jack Dunn and the snort sound effect that he always has, like that. All right.
Any final words, anyone?
no.
Thank you, Lucas Hansen.
Oh, no problem. It was
Yeah,
an honor.
thanks, Lucas.
This is a good. This is better than
Hey,
I was
next-
nervous for this one because
Next
of
podcast after this one is best of or is it the best of?
that's just a video. That's not a podcast.
Oh.
Subscribe to McCoy's vlogs for the best fucking content on YouTube. Peace.